right, so welcome back to me and Noah's podcast, Drake and Noah. Today we are talking about trustworthy sources, how you can decide whether they're trustworthy and untrustworthy. We're going to start with trustworthy and how you're going to know they're trustworthy. Of course, you want trustworthy information to come from sources such as like a college professor, online verified sources, things like that. If people are like majored in a specific like topic, it's always amazing to have that because it's their specialty. Also, you want someone who you can trust. Like if your family says something, not everything is going to be right. Also, you want to make sure you're checking multiple sources because that's always part of like the dang thing.
Welcome back.
This is question number 3, and we have how to know if a source is untrustworthy. Trustworthy sources end up coming from like spreading because of like your friends and family. As I said in the number 1, you can't always trust your friends and family because they can be getting unverified sources.
Agreed.
Yes, see, if Noah agrees, everybody agrees. It's always a great thing when Noah agrees because like such an individual of
Can't be
smartness.
listening to that unhealthy information.
He's so describing how it spreads is just your friends and family just like spreading out false information from an untrustworthy source that's not verified. You always want to be verified. You want to find something that's verified and important. It has to be important information. Like if it's not relevant to others, it's not going to spread. But it doesn't mean that it's going to be right. Always get your verified information. Teens can prevent this. You guys in our audience can dang prevent this from like looking at verified sources. As we said, finding trustworthy verified sources, backing it up with additional claims, and you can always do that. Make sure you're using reliable. Like I always use the little websites with the little lock at the top, not the ones that say not secure. It's always a great
One
thing
way
to know.
you know information
Noah!
could be true. Welcome back.
This
to
is
Noah
question
and
day
Drake.
2.
This is question number 2 from the fans. This fan asked, how do you know information is trustworthy and who you can trust it from? What fact-based information, like if a friend is telling you it and they don't know anything about it, then it's most likely not good. And you need multiple sites and sources to know that the information is true. And another question asked by a fan was how teens can make sure it's accurate while posting, and they can include their opinions, but they need to make sure they go over lots of sources before posting that.
Opinions are great to have. I completely agree with Noah Henning here. He's such a great influencer or podcaster.
You may need to make sure you got a lot of sources and quotes to back it all up, so then you don't get in big trouble and you go down because everyone says that it's fake information, and then you get canceled.
You don't want to go to the dang rebel.
And then you're going to get canceled
Dang,
by Mr.
right.
Beast.
Not Mr. Beast.
Welcome back to the podcast by me and Drake, Noah Henning and Drake Jackson. Today, for this question and this topic, we're talking about how social media sites like Instagram and TikTok can change the perception of time. And ways that can happen is when you're enjoying what you're watching so much that time distortion starts to happen, where you start to lose time and you'll lose sleep and bad things will happen. And as you see a new video that you like, you'll want to keep going until it's so late. And this is very bad for you. Time distortion is not good. And ways that you can fix this are maybe adding a time limit to your social media or setting an alarm to get off.
I use screen time sometimes. I have an app not sponsored though, so I'm not
When your
gonna-
mom adds like some screen time thing, it's not always a bad thing because it could really be helping you for your academic life.
Dang right.
Now, bye, guys.
No, we're not done yet. This is the last part of our podcast. Is tracking and monetization. Tracking. Okay, so starting off with tracking, you got cookies on your website. So like when it says accept all cookies or reject all cookies, so everybody naturally clicks yes, right? But you really shouldn't be. You're gonna be ending up allowing them to see everything you're going to, and them to get information on you. And it's not good, especially with terms of services. You always, everybody just skips through and doesn't read it. So I get not reading it. I don't even read it. I bet you my boy Noah doesn't even read it right now. Always irrelevant information.
Make sure you read the cookies.
Yeah, not the cookies, the terms of service, no.
Terms of service, which is kind of like cookies.
Yeah, because you're basically allowing them to get your personal information. Tracking has to do with ads because you can get targeted ads. Things that you're looking at, data picks up from you. Teens can be avoid being tracked by not accepting cookies, clearing cookies, deleting social media. I get some people can't live without social media, but it's whatever. And then companies make money because they can see what you're spending money on and give you ads that are relevant, and you might buy things because of previous bought items. And that's where we end it today with our daily podcast.
Goodbye.
Adios.